Yeah, it has been a rough week. Um, it is so much going on in the spiritual, and I am feeling the residual effects here in the physical as it's starting to manifest forward. Um, God has been highlighting it's showtime, and I say that because literally the other day when I was out, I ran across this car, and it was like a race car. I could tell it was like a souped up monster. And you could tell they go and race it on the weekends or whatever. But the license plate was like, it was a European license plate. That's what caught my attention. It was long and skinny. It was white with the big black bold letters. And it spelled out, it's showtime. And I was like, okay. Now the energy has been ramping up, and I've been telling y'all, God has been saying he is on the way. He's coming in quick. And then I put out another video where he literally announced his arrival. He's like, I'm here. I'm ready to work. I can't wait no more. It's time to move. He started moving. He went to battle for us, y'all. He started knocking out our enemies. He started moving out these obstacles. And then he declared victory. He said victory has been won. And he said to the victor goes the spoils. In other words, it's time to partake in the blessings that we have been praying for, that you have been praying for. It's time. God is ready to show up and show out the best way he does, the best way he knows how, and it's always the best, right? So let me just tell y'all this. For those of you who have not felt the shift because you haven't quite got that discernment yet, which you will, it's coming. We have now shifted into the promised season, the promised land. Okay, he has ushered us into it, and now that we're here, there's no going back. Yeah, when I say this word is so jam-packed, I literally had to print out everything. When I say he has been bombarding me with messages, God is like, it's about to come. It's giving very much. Anything, everything, everywhere, all at once. All at once is also something he's been highlighting. So let's hop into it. Now this comes from the word that I received back on 12/12, December 12th. That was the 12/12 portal activation, okay? But he was highlighting on that day what's going to be ushering in on the 15th, which was Sunday, this past Sunday. Also highlighting the fact that it is the last full moon of the year, and it's going to be in Gemini. Now, this full moon represents releasing and reflecting. Again, I already said we're at the point where we need to be resting and reflecting and releasing, purging out what no longer serves us, right? Making space, releasing the old to make space for the new. One thing I heard Steve Harvey said was, God always has these blessings ready and he's ready to move it in for you, but your old blessings, like your old things that are stagnant in your life, they're like a parked car, like a broken down parked car in your driveway, and it's just stuck sitting there. And if you get a new car, then you can't move that new car into the driveway because you have something that's old that's still lingering there, taking up space. So you have to release, let go of the old, release the old, so God can release the new. Okay, but also just realize too how far you've come this year. Like, who were you at the beginning of this year and who are you now? What have you gone through? What can be changed? Because what God is about to release to us this week and next week, y'all, it's going to be so big and massive and life changing for most of us. For some of us, these things are going to be major breakthroughs because he's been highlighting 1234, 1, 2, 3, 4, which literally means breakthrough, break forth. Okay. A lot of these things are going to be so big, it's going to change us. And then for others of us, it's going to be things that we've prayed for, but they're not going to be like these massive, big things. But again, it's all at once. All at once. Like, he's either going to be blessing people with marriages, relationships, careers, promotions, finances. Like, it's either giving that, or you're going to be one of his children where you receive a big breakthrough along with other people, but it might not necessarily be everything lined up. You know what I mean? It's literally, it's like he's saying anything, everything, everywhere, all at once. So everyone who is a part of the remnant, all of his children, you're going to be receiving a blessing. One of the signs that he's been showing me was the fact that my ears have been popping. Popping like when you're in a plane and you know how you're increasing in the elevation, you're increasing in the altitude, and your ears start to pop because of the pressure. I literally have been sitting here with a massive headache from pressure behind my ears. And it's almost as if the elevation like just went too quickly. You know what I'm saying? You know how like if you're scaling a mountain, you have to go and go. You can't just go straight up, right? You're going to blow your eardrums out. That's how it felt. Like the pressure was so massive because the elevation was quick. So he's also saying not only is he coming in hot and coming in fast, but he's also saying a lot of what he's bringing is going to elevate his children fairly quickly. He has already been strategically putting people in place. He is already assigning destiny helpers to certain people. He is already making certain connections. Okay? A lot of your blessings are also going to bless other people. Life is about to get real good, and I'm telling you, he's bringing it now. That way it can usher in such positive and good flowing energy into 2025. Okay? I said this was the year of the number 8. When you turn it sideways, it is an infinity symbol. What you put in at the beginning of this year is what's coming back to you at the end of this year. So if he is releasing massive goodness at the end of this year, it is going to usher us into a better 2025. Okay? 2025 is going to be the year of 9. 9 is completion. Okay? God has been out here playing chess, y'all, not checkers, when I say he is moving so strategically. Now, there was a dream that I had the night before 12/12. Okay, so on 12/11, I had a dream. And I was in this school building and I was lined up with a bunch of school kids. I don't know why I was in line with a bunch of school kids, but all I know is I was at the back of the line. And we were steady climbing up these stairs. We were going, looking for a certain classroom, right? We were looking for somewhere that we needed to be. But we were told to move silently because we didn't want to disturb the other classrooms. But a lot of people were not able to keep their mouths closed while we were moving and elevating up these stairs. So every time somebody made a noise or they said something, we had to go back down a level. He provided me with the revelation at 7/11 on 12/12, okay? The revelation was move in silence, okay? Because again, we're going to be elevating quickly and the pressure is on. You need to move in silence. The more you talk, the more you affect your blessing. Now, what he has coming is going to come regardless of what the enemy tries to do, because he's also confirmed that he is nullifying and rendering the enemy's attacks ineffective. Okay, because this what's coming is solid and it's permanent, right? But he is saying that you can still sort of mess up your own blessing yourself by going out here talking too much. There's just certain things that certain people don't need to know. So when certain things come in, make sure you keep it on the hush unless the Lord guides you and prompts you to speak. It's crazy that I say speak now because I wasn't planning on putting this word out. I was supposed to put this word out days ago, but it's been so much mental overload from the spiritual, the downloads. Like I just could not function these last few days. God has been putting it on me since this morning to come out and speak to y'all. And I couldn't get it. I found this bracelet and I've been seeing this for days, y'all. This is one of my daughter's friendship bracelets. Her friend made it for her. And I don't know if y'all can see that, but it literally says speak now. Okay? It literally says speak now. I don't know why this little girl decided to make a bracelet that says speak now, but God threw it right in my face this morning twice. And I'm about to go to bed, y'all. It's 11:24. I started this video recording at 11:11. That was by chance. I didn't even. But he put this back in front of me again. It's like I put this thing away and it comes right back. So I'm speaking. But God wants you to know, don't say nothing about what you got coming and what you receive. He also showed me, going back to the 7-11. 7-11 in Greek means best counseling or best intention. Okay? So right now we need to do what God is directing us to do, especially once this blessing comes in, because he has his best intentions behind it. Part 2 coming in a minute.